Ready?
Marvel VS Capcom 2. New Age of Heroes.
Oh, it feels good to hear that soundbite again. It feels so good to hear it again. Hey everyone, this is John GWC. Today, I'm going back to my past to not play the shitty games that suck ass, but no, to play a arcade favorite of mine from back in the day. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Say it again.
New Age of Heroes.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is up there as one of my favorite fighting games of all time. This was always my go-to in the arcade. I'd always play the entire series if they had the cabinet of it. And this game in particular, I played a lot of. So for today, I'm playing the PS2 version. Now, obviously, I am emulating this bad boy because, if you think I was going to get a PS2 copy of this for a video, I'm not trying to remortgage my house, sell a kidney, donate blood, do all sorts of illegal activities to get a copy, but I'm playing it. Now, it's not like I didn't have a copy. I've told this story numerous times. I'll say it because I'm playing the game today. I used to own this game on PS2 back in the day. I was stupid as a kid. I traded in my games. The people behind the GameStop counter, like, he nudged the guy. He was like, dude, look. And it was Marvel 2 he was pointing at. I got $45 of in-store credit, and I've never felt so mad at myself for selling it because for years I was like, I want to play Marvel 2, and it's like, I'm out of luck. But yeah, here we are, playing the PS2 version. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, and I did the preface, if you have not played the PS2 version, you do not have the entire roster unlocked from the start. You have to buy them from the shop, which after I finish my run, I will get to. I will show off the shop and talk about my experience with that. So, let's go. Now, I do need to also say this going in. I'm playing this on a fight stick, which I actually very rarely play like home stuff on fight stick. I have a pad, like I have a fight stick I can use from time to time for PC games, but I don't really use it. But I was like, you know what, today I'll change it up. I'll play stick. And I'm not one of those people who were going on that whole conversation back in the day with the fight stick versus pad debate, which I'm happy that's kind of died out, thankfully. Because back in the day, it was annoying. It was like, if you didn't play stick, it's like, all right, you suck. You can't do certain moves, certain characters you can't play, which I always found to be garbage. It's like, yeah, certain inputs are probably going to be easier on stick, but to say that you suck if you play fight stick, that's definitely just wrong. It's a factual lie. Because there's so many good players I've played over the years who have been across stick, who've been on pad, who I've seen play on myriads of crazy different controller setups and arrangements. Like, look at Evo. Like, when you see those Evo videos, like, you would see the craziest controller setups. I saw someone play with a pizza box, fight stick converted. Somebody played with a PS1 controller that was modded to work for like 360, PS3. I've seen people play with Guitar Hero controllers and dominate. And of course, it'd be remiss if I didn't bring up too, Broly Legs, one of the best Street Fighter 4 Chun players. He played entirely with his mouth, and he was a beast. Still is a beast. So there really is no, if you play like this, you're bad, or if you do this, because listen, you can get smoked either way. I can make a fight stick out of a bar or so. You best believe in the right hands, you are getting smoked. Like, you are getting destroyed. But that debate is over, thankfully. Everyone has their own style of preference. The only people who are still complaining about that are Smash players with like the hitbox and all that. But you know, I'm not even getting into that. That's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other game. Whenever I play Smash for this channel, I'll definitely have to talk about all that stuff. That's like 18 videos. But let's get to what matters today. Marvel 2. You hear this soundtrack? How can you be mad hearing this? one of the best fighting game soundtracks. Like, it's so good. It has stood the test of time. Plus, I do need to get another fight stick. I don't like the way this pad's set up. If you're wondering what I'm using, it's a Hyperkin fight stick from back in like the PS2 days. I picked it up super cheap back in 2008 when I was in middle school. And it still stuck through with me. Like, I played a lot of PS2 fighting games on it, and obviously it's got USB too, so I can hook it up to my computer. So I'd play a lot of different fighting games on this over the years. It's not the best one. Like, I want like a good one of these days, but no, for what I'm doing now, it'll suffice. It gets the job done. Damn, announcer, stop! Hurry up! It's like, no, I'm not gonna hurry up. Damn. It's like, I should have raised the difficulty up a bit. I think I kept it to like the standard one. But believe me, honestly, with these games, they coax you in because the first few levels are easy, and then by the time you get to the last few, the AI start destroying you. They start hitting you with some combos. They start reading you out easy. So don't worry, it'll get challenging. And yeah, I said that there is some graphical stuff you're probably seeing on screen. That's just due to the emulation. But you know what? The gameplay's still good, so it's fine. And this soundtrack's still good, so you know what? I'm fine. Yeah, this soundtrack. It's like, you know, Capcom, you got all your stuff streaming sites now. Can we get this soundtrack on streaming sites? I'm still holding out hope for this soundtrack and the other ones to make their way to like Spotify and Apple Music. Honestly, speaking of this game, now I'm gonna say this right now. At the time of when I'm recording this video, it's July 15th. Evo is about a month away from now. And for like months now, I've been just talking about what I expect to see, because every Evo, obviously, before grand finals, they'll announce game announcements. And last year, obviously, during Evo, we had the big announcement that Marvel 2 was going to be coming to the Arcade 1-Up lineup cabinets. And that was big news, because for years this game was stuck in like trademark hell of just, do like Capcom have the rights to it still, having to relicense all the Marvel properties and characters. So this game was stuck in like a really litigious gray zone for a while. And last year kind of proved that, okay, we're out of that zone now. Like, now that you can actually buy it, even though it's really expensive for those cabinets, but you can buy it. And my point at the time was, all right, we're not going to see a Marvel collection for a bit because they're going to wait ample time for the Arcade 1-Up machines to make whatever kind of money they're going to make in their like highest profit margin. And come August, I think it'll have been a year since they announced it fully. So it'll be a full year of sales on their end for it. And my thought process is like, okay, every year Capcom has announced a fighting game collection. They've done the Mega Man ones and a few other ones, but every year they had like at least a fighting game collection of some sort release. And my thing was, it would make the most sense this year if they had to do another one is do Marvel. Because now that they've proven that Marvel 2 can be on like other properties, it makes the most sense. So my theory, and it might be wrong, and if it is, you know, you can come back to this video and say, hey, you were wrong. But I'm going to say this right now. We are going to get the Marvel collection this year. It's going to be announced at Evo. I don't know at what point during Evo, maybe during Marvel 3 Grand Finals, but we're going to get a Marvel something. I'm gonna hold it down now. I'm gonna plan it down this video. So let's see. Now sometimes I'm wrong, and you know what? I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. But the times when I'm right, I feel very good about it. The last time I was right about something was Banjo getting into Smash and playing Banjo-Kazooie a month before the reveal. So I don't know. It could happen. If not, then you know what? At some point we're gonna see the collection. If not this year, we got next year. So I'm in no rush. There's no way they're going to keep these games locked to just arcades and obscurity. They're too big games in like in terms of the history of fighting games to like leave to the dustbins of obscurity. But it would never even get that too. These games are massive. People still playing them in arcade. There's still big tournaments for it. Also, people who play it online have it converted to play on PC. Like, this game's never gonna die. It's such an iconic game and franchise, and this game in particular was just peak series. Even though Marvel 3 was really good, I did enjoy Marvel 3 a lot. I thought that was a really fun game. Now, that's about as much as I can say I've played, because, to be very honest, I played Marvel 3. I have only played one match of Ultimate Marvel 3 in my entire life, and that was at PSX 2017, because they had a booth there, and I was like, you know what? I just got a photo with Yoshinori Ono. I might as well play Ultimate Marvel 3 for a match. Just try it out once. I played around. I was like, this is pretty fun. It's good. And I've talked about my reason why I didn't play Ultimate Marvel 3. If you're wondering, why didn't you play? You love the Marvel series. It was during my Marvel hate period. I know hate's a very strong word, but I did not have kind words to say about Capcom during that era. So obviously, this is 2011, I think, when this happened. Marvel 3's out. I buy it. I have a lot of fun. Then skip to June of that year. Hey, Mega Man Legends 3 has been canceled by Capcom, and I was done in. And then all the excuses they were saying about it too, about like it was the fans the reason why the game didn't see the light of day, because they didn't provide enough stuff for us and didn't seem like they wanted it. That was like the last straw. Like after that point, I didn't buy another Capcom game for years. And close to when they canceled like Legends 3, they revealed Ultimate Marvel 3 in the same time span, like a week or so, and I was done. I was like, I'm not buying this game. I'm not supporting Capcom, and I stuck through to that. Like I can't recall the last Capcom game I bought after that. Like I had played Cross Tekken, I rented it, but I didn't buy it for eons later, and it was used when I bought it too. So yeah, that Legends 3 cancellation, like, it's the reason I have not played Ultimate Marvel 3. Maybe you can call me crazy on that, but it's like, nah, I was done in. You don't want me playing Legends on this channel. I did. It wasn't that good when I played it in this channel, but boy, you don't want me playing it in full depth, because I'll go all deep into how I felt the time. I legit can't talk about it. It gets me upset still to this day. Every time I talk about that story and them canceling it, I actually start to get heated. Like, I need to stop talking about it now. It's one of those things where it's just like, if I want to get into like a certain angry mindset, oh, I just gotta think about that, because it's gonna get me. Obviously, it's video games. It's like dumb stuff to get upset about, but it's like, when you as excited as Legends 3 as I was, oh, it was brutal. It was so brutal to me. I need to focus. I'm actually now it's starting to get to that point where I can start losing. Stop shooting me. Two can play that game, Cyclops. Oh. Damn. You see that? This dude came for blood. He's like, oh, you gonna make a fool of me? All right. Watch. that was actually pretty funny. Come on, Wolverine. You gotta get him quick. Oh, dang it. I lost this. Unless I can kill him right now in 3 seconds. Dang it. Oh, and of course the singer's like, yeah. It's like, no. I just lost.
Don't you want a rematch?
Don't you suck at this game? Don't give up. So hey, it's like, dang, like, I gotta start, but this song is jamming so good. I almost don't want to hit start, but I have to. Don't design your game over theme to be so good you don't want to skip it. Oh, they're gonna hit me with my other OG character I play as too. All right, he don't want none. Bring Strider in. You know, this is something actually I should talk about with Marvel too, because it is something that is unfortunate. So this game actually did have a kind of modernist release. It came out on the 360 and PlayStation stores back in, I think, 2009, 2010 or so. And it was pretty good, actually. I have it on my PS3 still. Like, if my PS3 wasn't so bad to hook up, I'd play it more often, but I have that version if I want to play it. And it got delisted from the store, and they actually went to the point of, if you delete it off your PS3, you cannot re-download it. They don't even let you re-download the game. So if my PS3, for whatever reason, decides to die on me, it's like, well, I lost out on Marvel 2, which that's garbage. All right, mirror match. Survive. Just don't let him combo. That's all I have to do. Just. Woo! Barely. Barely. that got sketchy there. Man. It's only gonna get harder from here. Of course, we're gonna have that awful final boss. That's one thing. It's like I love fighting games, but boy, the final bosses sometimes in arcade mode are pure garbage. Because those final bosses, like, they'll give them the most jank stuff, and it's like you can barely take them on. They'll be reading all your inputs. They'll be tearing you up. They'll be hitting you with combos, doing 100% damage. Listen, Third Strike is like almost a flawless fighting game, but it almost is perfect except for the fact that you got to fight Gil at the end. And that fight annoys me to no end. I can't stress how that Gil fight is. Actually, I played Third Strike on the channel. I got destroyed fighting Gil. I don't think it was a good video, but you know, I fought him and I got destroyed. This guy playing like it's Evo Grand Finals right now. I'm a turtle. I'm a wait. So I wonder how different it would be if I actually had pad. Something I'm actually like used to in this game. I wonder who's gonna win this match. Man, you're garbage at this game. He dead. I'm still alive. Whew, man, Hulk was coming for me that last part. He's like, all right, I'm winning this. Whew, barely got through that one. I did notice the second Cyclops wasn't there. I was like, I was able to win. It's him. He's the reason I was losing. Oh, I gotta deal with Guile again. All right. Well, this is the last round of the main fight, so hopefully I can get through this one relatively quick. Well, let's see. I might have to put relatively in quotes with a lot of exclamation points and a question mark. And that symbol there, too. I don't know why, but I'm gonna put that symbol there as well. Listen, if you're not singing in your girl's ear the way she is, I don't know what to tell you. Boy, if you ain't putting on the Marvel 2 soundtrack, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't with the right one. The soundtrack inherently, it works on such a way. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Somebody to drive you around. What you driving? This soundtrack is inherently sexy. I walked into that. Damn, you didn't have to go so hard. Dang it. And keep in mind too, with the difficulty, this is on the lower end. This isn't the highest tier for difficulty. This is on the lower side. And Guile's doing me like this. So you can imagine if I was on max difficulty, which I've never to this day been able to beat. Like in any fighting game, anytime there's a max level, I usually can't do it. Like they're usually... I don't know, they get really bad. Because at a certain point, they start reading your inputs and can just see what you're gonna do a second away. Like a human player doing that is cool. It means you played a lot. You can like read the matchup. You can read just how it's going and how the player's gonna think first. That's cool. The computer doing that? No, it isn't. It's not as cool. It's not as fun either. If a player reads me and doing something, it's like, all right, I feel you on that. I definitely can see how I did that and can feel the read. When the CPU's reading you, I don't feel anything but anger. I just know deep in the code, he's like, all right, he's about to do a jump. I know exactly what to do for this. It reminds me of that awful puzzle in 7th Guest, the PC game. If you've never played 7th Guest before, really cool game. So there's a puzzle in the game, and you have to play against just a computer player. But the issue comes in the fact that the computer player, it used your PC to gauge how many different possibilities there were in terms of playing and like what you could possibly do. Now, back then, there wasn't a lot it could pull from because obviously the PCs weren't that strong back then. So it actually was decided the difficulty of how hard the puzzle was based on how good your PC was. So if you had a garbage setup back in the day, you could get through that puzzle without any issues whatsoever. And if you had a good PC back then, you're gonna struggle a bit more. Now, when the game came to modern platforms, that puzzle is now legit impossible to beat because the PCs now are so strong that it has ample trillions of different things they can pull from to figure out how to beat you. So you actually have to probably play that on Scum VM or one of the older DOSBox or whatever, just so that you can't have it use your system to beat it. Like the fact that they programmed it like that is wild, and just it goes off your computer specs. It's really cool, actually. It's just like, it sucks because like, man, a few years ago I had a bad laptop, I probably could have beat it, but now with my new PC, like I'm never gonna beat it. That's the fun of what can happen with definitely CPUs when programming can get crazy in them. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Marvel 2. I knew this last fight was gonna give me trouble. I could just sense it. Damn, I wasn't. Stop spamming! Oh, like, stop! Oh, what's even happening on screen right now? There's like a million things happening. Dogs, birds, venom, zombies, rockets. Yeah, game, don't say wonderful. Wonderful. It's like, what? Nothing is wonderful right now. This is a beating of a lifetime. And he got me between the last 2 seconds. I don't want to see your face. I'm mad. Also, I just noticed it's Cyclops again. Why? See this spamming he's doing? This dude couldn't even get out of the air. He was like, nah. Survive, Mega Man. Hey, there we go. Good. I beat Guile and I beat Cyclops. Both of my enemies, my mortal enemies, are gone. Good. Oh, boy. Alright, now the hard part. That was the easy stuff. I'm gonna be on this next fight for 8 hours. Now I have to really cheese, like, especially that second phase. Alright. Not out of the woodwork yet. Time to cheese. Oh, I hate this fart. The stupid bubble guy just destroys me. Whew. Well, I still have another phase left. And Mega Man and Ryu were both pretty much close to death, so this is gonna be one of those we'll have to just clutch out. Wolverine's gonna have to come through. Oh, look how close I was too. You lose. Ugh. That doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. Okay. All right, this is the run right here. This is the run. If I screw this up, I don't know what to say. I have half the characters left, and they also have like half their health. Oh boy, there we go. Damn, that took a long time. That was the longest run of arcade. Oh, you don't want to know how long that took me. You know, the power of editing, that made it seem pretty quick and efficient, but you saw how long it actually took. You'd be very ashamed. Not this time, sir. It really isn't. I do love that because I forced a widescreen. It just breaks the whole game. You can see black lines, stuff you're not supposed to see. Yeah, this whole thing's iconic. It's so good. The art of this game is really good. The music is amazing. Gameplay wise, it's still extremely tight. Now you're not gonna see it obviously with me playing because I'm super rusty. But just go on YouTube and look up anything from Marvel 2, like from past Evos, people playing it still to this day. You're gonna see some excellent plays. And if that Marvel collection does come to fruition, like, oh, we'll definitely see some real high level Marvel 2 plays. And it'll be really exciting too to see all the old heads come out and a lot of people play it for the first time or just really getting deep into it. So all very exciting. I do hope that happens. Of course, a great credit theme too. Smooth. It's like, also you need this after playing it. It's like, you know what? I just wasted $5 a quarter beating this thing. But you know what? I got to hear this song, so that was always my reasoning. It's like I spent a lot of money trying to beat this arcade, but I got to hear this. Finn.
Don't give up. Challenge again.
All right, let's get that tag in. GWC, baby. First, numero uno. I got 3,000 points. So like I said, I will talk about the points and the store. Let's go do that. Let's go look at the store now that we've gone through arcade mode. So like I said, when it came to the PS2 version, I believe the Dreamcast version was also like this too, where you don't get all the characters from the start. You have to buy them in the shop. And this is a very convoluted setup. I really don't like the way it's set up in this, because you'd think it would be something like, oh, you just go about picking the ones you want. No, it's random. So like right now, I can get Captain Commando and I can get Kin. But if I exit, I get a whole new batch of characters. And here's the thing that's garbage with it is that, like, you'll see the characters come back and then their prices will be either like lower or they'll be more expensive, which I always hated. It's like Dalsim, 2,596. Let's see if I get him again. Oh, look, see, look, Ken. Now Ken's 1,000. He was 2,000 when I saw him. So it's one of those garbage things of you have to just keep checking over and over and it's random. So if there's a character you really want, you just have to keep hitting this button. And it's that if and or it's like, I got that character, but like I might get him a little cheaper. Like a Mega Red 582, wasn't he like 1,000 or so a second ago? Here he is, now he's 1,000. So the whole system is just very strange in how it's set up. And it just takes a long time. You see like that one arcade mode run, now I have to like do it all over again to unlock the res. Like I only got 2 characters out of that. So it's gonna take a long time to get everybody. I might actually just say, you know what, screw it. Let me just activate the cheat code. I might just do that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me here today. Yeah, Marvel 2, still great game, really fun. I'm not that good at it anymore. I have to really play more again, get my skills back on point. But yeah, you know, that time will come. Maybe I should have played with Pat. It probably would have been better, honestly. Yeah, you know, I hope you enjoyed. If this game does come in a future collection, you know what? You'll see me on it. Maybe I'll be better. Maybe I won't, but we'll find out if that time does come. So, as always, I'm John, GWC, and I'll see you later. Peace.